Sure bounce house in the heart of beautiful Orlando, Florida. High noon is here and this showdown is ready to roll on EA Sports College Football. It's the BYU Cougars and the UCF Knights. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
UCF has a unique stadium, the Acrisure Bounce House. Florida tries to get this going loud and proud in Orlando. It opened in 2007. Nearly 50,000 fans pack it in to make sure that is loud and crazy for the Golden Knights. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. So UCF's offense comes onto the field first today. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. They say the tight end's always open, and he seems to always be, and he's always making big plays.
There's a lot of great attributes about a tight end, like the size, the physicality. This guy, though, what sticks out the most is the speed. You want to play him man-to-man, put a linebacker on him, that's a problem. You put a safety on him, he's still got good enough speed and size to go win.
Wasting no time taking a shot. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 30. He's at the touchdown Cougars. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
He'll bring it out. It's Farmer. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Under fire. Buying some time. Knocked off his feet.
Well, just nowhere to go there, and it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. It'll be 3rd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quarterback may change this route. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Snags it on the right. Took it all the way inside their territory, down to the 40-yard line, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. A handoff for Watson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Keep it on the ground. Might have a chance. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. The Knights have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Pressure coming, and here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense got it. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
Using his legs, it's Martin. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start.
He's got it for a big play. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Here's the pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. The bounce house is rolling here on 3rd down, trying to help UCF. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The Cougars, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Cougars!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A 69-yard touchdown drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Running inside, it's Watson. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Makes the grab. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Watson. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick six, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
Here's a heat. Turns it on in midfield. They'll chase him out of bounds after a nice pickup on the play.
Really nice job and poise by the quarterback there, right? Because it's third down. You just got sacked the play prior, but you do a nice job in the pocket. You get through your progression. It's not open. You take off and run. Pick up the first down. Fresh set of downs there. Really good job by the QB showing off his poise.
And here comes the offense on second down. Now the play fake. Got out of trouble and throws. Fires to the big fella. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that.
Got a little grasp, headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UCF! The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. He decides to keep the football. He can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and he put an exclamation point on that drive with a 29-yard touchdown. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off-play action on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it on the outside. Took it all the way inside their territory, down to the 40-yard line, and that's where they'll set up shop. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. The run inside. It's Martin. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The play action fake. They get to him as he throws. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Fires to the big fella. Looks as if BYU will have a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. The short hands, it's Martin. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Got it. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
And BYU will get the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A first down run in the red zone. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. To the air. It's Bachmeier. Bringing the heat. Lets it fly. To the end zone and it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's a frustrating play right there. Like, the protection was really good. Jesse, quarterback holds on to the football, has time, and then makes a critical mistake over the middle of the field.
And he's just staring his guy down for way too long.
Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Wants to throw on first down. He unleashes a long one. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. And after the pick, there is an injured player who's still on the field. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Shoots it to the left. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. They'll run the screen. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And it's no good. He missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Barnett. Under fire. He sacked. This defense all over it. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Timeout taken by BYU at 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Knights will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, BYU! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And when you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Barnett. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He'll pull it down and run. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the catch. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Cougars are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but there's some room. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Knights getting set on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Rushes on him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. The Knights go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Before they snap the ball on second down, timeout is called. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. To the air on second down. Throws to the tight end. And it's picked off for the third time today. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the Cougar line, the offense is getting ready to take the field right now, but they have been patting the defense on the back, patting guys on the helmet, saying, get that ball back for us. We are going to make them pay. This defense has kept their offense right in it. There's a ton of chemistry and excitement down here on the field. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. BYU right back to the line. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Takes a hit as he fires. Got a man, it's Martin. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We start with Oregon taking on the Illinois Fighting Illini. And it's the Ducks with a real chance to make this a memorable season. A 7th straight victory following everything that happened last year would put the rest of the sport on notice. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the SEC. Now back over to your game inside the Bounce House. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season. And, of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard. And with that, let's send it back to the guys just down the road from our EA Sports Studios at the Bounce House.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Knights will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive...
Turning it on! Just plowing ahead.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. BYU trying to make this red zone trip pay off. He'll do it himself. Maybe some room here. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he's in! Touchdown, Cougars! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Barnett. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of mid. At the 49. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Here's Duke one more time. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Blasted as he lets it go. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Just going to keep it after the snap. Finding some room. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And those 4th and 3, 4th and 4 situations are really tough. Is it a passing situation? Is it a running situation? I really got to see my keys, go get it. Defense was just a step slow. They give up the 4th down run.
With the catch, it's Thomas. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, run max protection, keep more guys in the block, only send a couple guys out to run pass patterns. You got to do something different. But bottom line, you got to protect that QB.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The Knights in the hurry up. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And play stop for just a second as there is an injured Knight on the field. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Looks as if he's going to run it. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Knights!
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the BYU sideline, this has turned into a ground attack. Both teams able to run the ball, but they want to answer right now, see if they can continue to get some momentum. But keep in mind, they also want that passing attack to come alive. We'll see what they're able to do right here on this drive. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the sideline. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
Well, a big reason why they're up on the scoreboard is because of how successful this guy's been running the football. And in this position, at this time in the game, with the lead, you want to keep doing that. You want to ice the game. This guy's getting better as the game goes on, so keep handing him the football.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run the option. Keeps it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, he didn't get past a marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw. It's Barnett. Looking down the middle. Finds a man on the left. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Knights will hustle to the line. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots, shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
The Knights come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Lost to fire on second down. Right on the money. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Headed to the end zone. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Midway point of the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. This is a designed run. Touchdown, UCF! They fought their way all the way back, and it's a one-possession game.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Cougars sideline, I am keeping my eye on what's going on with their field goal kicker right now. They do have a little bit of a lead, but in this opportunity, can they rely on the guy that's already missed here in this game? Coach can go for it, but I do see him talking to the kicker, trying to gain some confidence, make sure that he's ready to go if they do call his number. Reese?
Holly, thank you. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Martin. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of game.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Nice move to keep running. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Cougars are moving quickly down the field. DB's right up on the receivers. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Got it in the middle, it's Bachmeier.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
That's caught. It's Bachmeier. He's brought down. Be enough for a first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Grab behind the line. It's Bachmeier. How many guys are left grabbing for air as he gets it to the 26-yard line?
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. BYU with the 1st and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Martin. Here's a little room there. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. BYU lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Keeps it on the draw. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, BYU! Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Under fire! And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. No real chance.